Boom.
We're here today with Sean Daivari. Daivari, what was your name in TNA? I don't remember.
Sheik Abdul-Bashir.
Yeah, that was how important that was. Good friend of mine, another guy, amazing talent. He's also pretty jacked up right now. He's, look at him, he changed
Big
his body
swole.
big time. We don't need you to talk, cameraman. Be quiet. Who trained you?
I started with Eddie Sharkey in Minneapolis, and then I got like the Sheik Arab character stuff given to me by Sheik Adnan Al-Casey, also in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, boy, a lot of amazing wrestlers come out of there.
Somehow I came out of that mold as well.
You've answered the call of very good workers from the Minnesota-Minneapolis era. You're not a shooter like Vern Gagne, brother.
No, I just have a gun. And people that can beat me up in real life, I just kill them.
He's an Arab. What actually nationality are you?
I'm Iranian, so it's like Persian, which would be pretty much everywhere in the Middle East at one point in time, but then, you know, Giant Kingdom
And
crumbles.
you do speak Farsi?
Yes, fluently.
How do you feel about, I want to say, like, stereotypes in wrestling of, like, you know, a guy like the Iron Sheik was, you know, from Iran, but, like, he always played the villain.
Did you almost fall on that sick?
Yes.
Hey, be careful.
I got to be very careful about some of these comments. It's
Yeah.
again in social media. Do you feel like, you know, are you okay with that? Did you have a problem with anything he ever said? I remember, you know, there was a big controversy with you and Muhammad Hassan, you know, got thrown off the network and you
Yeah.
guys got killed off. I have no problem with it, you know, it's wrestling. It was always the Germans versus American Russians, you know, but do you as a man, you know, from...
No, I didn't give a shit. Like, I could care less. Like, I know that whatever I did, like, knowing what my job was to do on that show, it worked because I could hear the people react for it. And for example, even like when me and you worked, like, I was okay doing whatever I had to do because it just made them like you that much more.
Right.
So,
He's the kid who actually always got it.
yeah, in that sense, it was totally cool. If I went out there and I did a bunch of terrible, nasty shit that maybe were hurting people's feelings, and the guy I was working with, it wasn't helping him any, then maybe it'd be a different story. But
And also, you're playing a character.
yeah, if the point of my character is to make your character more likable, and we can do that, then I'm fine with it.
You're not really a durker.
No, I'm like the most like American
I know.
redneck. Like, I watch more pornography and spend more money in strip clubs and eat more. Yeah.
No.
Shut up, cameraman. Who was your inspiration to get into professional wrestling?
Like when I was younger, I was such a good fan. Like whoever was the most promoted babyface was like my hero. So it was like Hulk Hogan, Sting, and then like when they got pushed out,
Total mark.
Yeah, it was Ultimate Warrior. And then when Ultimate Warrior got pushed out, it was Bret Hart. But then like once like I got a little bit smarter in the business, I got a little bit older, and I wasn't just going with whoever was the most promoted and marketed babyface. Then it was like Mick Foley and Shawn Michaels were the two that always were like. They would always have everybody's best matches. So like even though I really liked Diesel, I noticed Diesel's best matches were always with Shawn Michaels, and then I really liked Undertaker, but Undertaker's best matches were always with Mick Foley. So then that way I learned to like the other guys because oh no, these are the guys that can make everybody have their best match.
What was your favorite match? And I know it wasn't the December Dismember because that's
No.
the guy you worked with. So who cares?
No, I don't know if I can't remember like specifically anyone that jumps out. Like really anything that Shawn Michaels has ever done since he's been back, it's been heavily promoted. Like after he had his back thing. That I've been in?
Your favorite
Oh.
match that you were ever in. I get asked on Twitter all the time. Tommy Dreamer, what's your favorite match? You have a favorite match.
I'll tell you what, I had a 6-man tag with the Machine Guns. That was my favorite match to watch, but I really just stood on the apron the whole time and they did so much cool shit. But just to be a part of that was my favorite match. Cool.
First guy not to have a favorite match. Interesting. Very
I
interesting.
set my bar way too high. Anytime, anything I do, I think it's terrible.
I disagree. You're a very talented, underappreciated actual guy who can go in the ring.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, there was a genius guy who hired you.
Yeah, it was you.
Another one of my many children in the wrestling business.
Father, son.
I slept around with a lot of women. This was my.
This was his tour of
my
Iran.
Iran.
His tour of Tehran in '84.
What would you say to your fans that have supported you or booed you? That you do have fans. What would you say to them if this was ever your last hurrah?
Thanks for watching. Like I'm a pro wrestler. That's what I do. Like if you like watching wrestling, find me somewhere, and that's what I'll be doing. I'm not qualified for much else, so hopefully I can do this till I meet a wrestling heart attack and dying, but up until that point, you're welcome to just come anywhere you can see me perform, and I'm happy to perform for you.
Do you have Twitter? Do you have Facebook?
I don't have anything. You can go to SeanDevari.com, it's static, but you can buy my 8x10s, you can buy my t-shirts,
Right
you can
here,
buy
I'm
my
putting up the
dolls.
graphic of Sean Devari.
Yeah.
I'm not
There's nothing there.
touching your gynecomastia. That's what we're putting it over.
AKA,
Bitch tits.
there we go. Thank you.
Formerly known as bitch tits. Well, thank you very much for being on the show, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Dream, for giving me a job.
You got it.